on this blog, there's a propensity to be threatened by a certain sector of the society. There's a propensity to be threatened by a certain sector of the society. I've made 2 reports to the police already.
Just say the plain out, man. Leave it to the labor right always a threat you.
I've made 2 reports to the police already, and I find it very, very interesting.
I'm gonna be the leading prime minister. You believe that? That's a fact. Go check the figures.
No, it really hurts. No. I mean, you don't look for me. You don't believe the poverty rate. You don't believe the decrease in crime. You don't believe the low unemployment. You don't believe the reduction in inflation. You don't believe the stability.
Big man. Hold on. The Prime Minister going in a parliament this year and said the poverty rate for 2013 and 2024 was 12%. And then now, 3 months after, him come out and say it was 8%.
From a report from 2023.
No, caution. Right on the slide, when he said it was 12, he had decided.
I believe a man will come out in a budget debate this year and said 2023 and 2024
he wrote an estimate beside it, man. Go back and look, man, caution. He said it wasn't
a man come out and said poverty rate 2023 and 2024 was 12%, and 3 months after him come and tell me say 8. Me can't believe a man like that, Ingram. Eh? Me want to know if me can go
3 months to make it go down, so.
So the engineer. Didn't March 2025 the Prime Minister said the poverty rate was 12.1%?
Is that he clearly showed in his budget debate? No, he clearly showed that it was an estimate, and now the official figures come out, which are.
So the engineer, the official, the 8.37% where they must say. What year did that?
Man. Yo, hold on, listen, hold on. Yo, the engineer, better go on here, better, you know. Nobody come tell me about a man, come tell them about no estimate, you know. When the man attack in a parliament,
no, it was right on the slide. No. Estimate was written beside it.
Estimate was word. When the Prime Minister no use, me sit down and watch the debate. He never used the word estimate. The man said the poverty rate in 2030, 2023 and 2024 and this and that, and him a bring it down and where and when get it from, and they said they know. He never used the word estimated.
But caution, the Prime Minister is supposed to be an estimate.
3 months after,
on the slide, you can go back and look.
The man come out and say poverty rate at 8%.
Yes, 8%. I said cutting at 2.
A man like that.
I'm not argue with you because I know what was written on the slide.
Well, me know what is written on the slide.
Even if the Prime Minister written on the slide, we know it's not true, I tell because I never tell truth yet.
Me know
Caution, you know what I want him to do? Caution, you know what I want him to do? I want him to do the basket of goods this year. And that I want him to do the basket of goods.
I would.
And that would have brought up the comments.
Well, DJ, you really want him to go there, sir?
Well, I know. Wait no break. I would have loved if him do the basket of goods. Because I know why I wouldn't want him to do the basket of goods. Right now.
If him do, you go vex. You know you go vex.
Me know, say. Yeah? Me know, say. This is the facts of life. Ingram, you hear me now?
Right here.
Ingram, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. How would it look now for the Prime Minister whether I criticize the opposition party about angling a food? I go a parliament with the same amount of things to say it is better. You're not supposed to go with one heap more, Ingram?
Thank you. I would like to take the same basket. Yes.
You're supposed to go with triple the amount. You're supposed to go with 2 baskets.
The same basket.
Don't take Mr. Ingram.
Of course.
2 baskets.
Of course.
But instead of go with less now.
You can't come to parliament with 2 baskets. You don't do nothing in Jamaica. 2 baskets.
But the engineer, when this
money minimum wage.
The engineer, when this hold on there, Colin. The engineer, when this administration take government, what was the poverty rate in Jamaica? Nah, answer.
If you weren't gone.
I said, I realized the mic was on. I didn't know I was on. I said, I think it was 14% 2016, back and check.
No. It was 13%. 13%.
Big man, I will go back and check. I'm almost sure that at the end of 2015, it was either 14 or 16%.
13%. When Portia got it, it was 19.9%.
Okay, we'll get that.
Go get so when she take government, it
Big
was
man, we'll get a chance. We'll get a chance and check it.
It was 19.9%. And she brought it down to 13% in 4 years.
Official data.
Right?
Anyway, King. But what you're gonna do? It's now at 8%, and guess what? When it come out, when the data come out again later this year, it'll go down even lower.
It's not going down. It's at 12.
So what you gonna do?
It's at 12%.
What data you're talking about? What data you're talking about, engineer? Don't do a census. So how you get that data that will be correct?
Colin, just hold on. Your prime minister take 9 years to take 1 percentage point off of the poverty rate. That's what ANDREW HOLNESS did.
8% is 1%.
No.
8% is 1 percentage point.
Based on what he said in the 2025 budget debate, when he said that the poverty rate was 12.1%. Right? That's the rate that we're going at. Where
and it's 8%.
Right? He met
and it's around 8%.
He made that in an announcement. That the poverty rate is down 12.1% now. Right? So he take 9 years.
Guys, come on. Crime is down. Poverty is down. Spending power is up.
No,
sector workers are getting massive.
Minimum. Engineer, don't go there. That's propaganda. That's a lie.
Spending power is up on the valley and the dollar is rising.
Spending power is not there, engineer.
Spending power is up.
Mr. Azan himself tell you that the spending power is the lowest ever in the country in 30 odd years.
Who is Mr. Azan? No, but that's one no. But that's one find out.
You want to know who is Mr. Azan? No, me ask you, who is you to Mr. Azan?
He's a manufacturer.
Who is you to Mr. Azan?
He's a manufacturer.
Who is you to Mr. Azan? That me ask you now.
I don't want to know who is this Azan. No. Give me a question now.
Mr. Azan is a rebel table. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Mr. Azan is a rebel table. Businessman.
But you haven't heard the question. You have not heard the question. You have not heard the question. But let me phrase the question. But let me phrase the question first.
Well, on there. In the Caribbean island, what is Jamaica spending power? Right now, in the Caribbean island.
Number 2.
What was spending power?
2 verse. Second to last.
What was spending power in the Caribbean island, the engineer?
A good question.
Not as
big as
you know what was spending power at that time?
Not what it is now.
What was spending power?
We have more spending power now than in PG time. So we have more spending power now than back then.
You have
more spending power now. But you're crazy, man.
Well, listen, hey, listen up. Ingram, I tell the engineer, very good night tonight, and it was nice having me over here. You understand what I say? Have a wonderful night, bro. Cause me not understand how the engineer gonna tell me say underneath PJ time, the spending power was lesser than now. When bread you couldn't work even 1/2 an hour and buy one bread, and now in a 2025 you have to work all 2-3 hours to get 1 loaf of bread, to buy 1 loaf of bread with the money. And him gonna come tell me now in a this day and age, so we're spending power better than in a 2000 and 1990. I can't tolerate a complicit lie there no more, Mr. Ingram. In a 1992, one bread was less than $1. You know what was minimum wage at that time? $300. $7 an hour you get paid. A $7 an hour, so you go? I said no. Somewhere up there, sir.
Yeah, I'm figure.
You understand? And one bread was less than $1. And you can tell me now.
That's correct.
On the program, say Jamaica spending power better now than in the 1990s. But you go on where you go, big man.
Well, hear this, Caution.
Caution,
hear this now. Bread or something.
The smallest bread at Chin, at Virgin Chin in all that in Maypen. The smallest bread now.
Eat bread. Bread is a staple for enough family, right? Like for breakfast.
Listen, it's not about that bread. Listen,
no, me just make a point.
Listen,
yeah, how much? No, hear the question I'm gonna ask.
Listen, in a 2025, a bread costs $700 or $600.
Yeah.
The minimum wage is about $16,000.
And that's
1 hour would have equivalent to about $300 per hour.
$300 an hour.
So 2 hours would have able to buy one bread. 2 hours are your work time. In a 1992, the minimum wage was $300, $7 an hour, and a bread was for less than $1. Oh, the spending power now for better than 1990.
All right, and to add to that now, how much bread? Cause in the average family, if bread is a staple, we have for like breakfast and tea, right? So how much bread can a man earn the minimum wage can buy for a week with feeding family?
But Caution,
that's a follow-up question.
Caution, this is a more in the 80s. We heard that we had the JLP grow the economy and had an economy at how much percent growth, right? In the 80s, but yet still you had an economy that was growing at how much percent, but yet still you had a 31.5% poverty rate. How was that? How did that math? How did that math work out? How that math work out? It's the same thing they're coming with now. They're giving you some numbers and they come up and it's not matching up with reality.
But Mr. Engam, you would say Prime Minister said him to go out and talk about. Then have to tell her, he never said that. He said him to go out and spread him achievement. So me that question, what was his achievement? That go on know. Say him suppose I must go out and spread his achievement. And him talk about Fin Sack and all such a tribe when me that talk. I mean, if you're not hearing.
You coming out and you were saying that you announced March, you announced that the poverty rate is 12.1%. Right? Without doing anything, within 2 months' time, you cut 4% off our poverty rate, almost 4% off our poverty rate. Right? And when you check it out, the report that you're using is from 2023. So how that makes sense?